Now to the movie that everyone's been talking about, Money Monster, starring George Clooney as a TV host who specialises in giving financial advice. During a broadcast, he's taken hostage by an investor who's broke and disgruntled, and that is where the drama starts. It also stars Julia Roberts, and this one's directed by Jodie Foster. Take a look. When you've got George Clooney and Julia Roberts, you've already got two of the biggest stars in the world. But when the fast-paced thriller Money Monster is in the hands of 2-time Oscar winner, 3-time Golden Globe winner Jodie Foster, well, you know you're in for one hell of a ride, and there she is right now. That was a very nice chat. Hello, Jodie. James Tobin.
Don't ask anything she asks.
I know, that's the pressure, right? When you're standing on a red carpet and you've just listened to the last person's questions, where do you go from there? Well, why don't we go to the very beginning?
Okay.
You've got the script, you know the movie you want to make, and you know the actor you want. How do you go about getting George Clooney?
I call 1-800 George Clooney. I don't know. I mean, it's, the usual channels, honestly. You go through an agent. The producer that had worked on the movie had worked with him previously, so that was an easy thing. And he reads very quickly, and he gives answers very quickly. He's very decisive. He's a very easy guy.
And did you use him to get Julia, or did you use Julia to get him?
Yes, he was sort of bait.
Right.
He was Julia bait. I actually asked him, because I assumed that she would say no. I said, can you get a quick no from Julia? Never believing that she would say yes, and then she did very quickly.
Has your perception of acting changed since you've actually become a director?
No, I think I'm just kinder towards directors, maybe, or I think it's easier for me to serve a director now that I know I can make my own movies. I don't have to make theirs. Everything
we see about George is this big character that makes a lot of jokes and always mucking around. When he's on set as an actor, does he come into the room in the same way?
I kept waiting for the practical jokes. I got no practical jokes, which maybe that means that he has no affection for me. I have no idea. I didn't have time, honestly, for any joking, and he had a lot of dialogue, so there wasn't a lot of practical joke time.
In your career with other directors, is there one piece of advice that you remember from one of them?
Yes. I think the smartest piece of advice is, make sure you sit down, because very often you'll spend your whole first few days, you never sit down, and then you can't walk. So sit down if you ever direct a movie.
Well, tonight we all get to sit down, and everyone watching gets to sit down and watch Money Monster. We're excited about it. Thanks, Jodie.
Thank you.
Well, why don't we all take Jodie Foster's advice and sit down in Money Monster. It's in Event Cinemas from the 2nd of June. Tarzan is finally back on our big screens in The Legend of Tarzan. And this one seems to be quite well cast. Christopher Waltz does evil like no one else. Alexander Skarsgård, as you'll see, seems to have the six-pack under control, and Australia's Margot Robbie gives us a new modern take on Jane. The storyline of this one sees that Tarzan has been back in civilization, living a gentrified life in London for a year, when he's sent back to the Congo, back to the jungle, blissfully unaware that he is part of an evil plot of greed and revenge. Take a look.
Your husband's wildness disturbs me. I need you to scream for me.
Like a damsel.
He's Tarzan. You're Jane. He'll come for you.
There's 1,000 men down there, 20,000 more on the way. We don't stand a chance.
A normal man can do the impossible to save the woman he loves. My husband is no normal man.
The classic book, The BFG, is one that people have grown up with for generations. Written by Roald Dahl, it conjured up these beautiful images, and now finally we can see those images on the big screen. This one's been produced and directed by Steven Spielberg, and it follows the story of a 10-year-old girl and her friendship with a big friendly giant who make a journey to London to visit the Queen to ask her to get rid of all mean giants from the world. As an interesting note, this film is dedicated to its writer for the screenplay, Melissa Matheson, who also wrote E.T. Take a look.
What kind of a monster are you?
Bone cruncher, child chewer, meat dripper, gizzard gulper, butcher boy.
Please don't eat me.
You think because I'm a giant that I'm a man-gobbling cannibal?
In Star Trek Beyond, the USS Enterprise team venture into uncharted space only to find a mysterious new enemy.
We got no ship. No crew. How are we gonna get out of this one?
We will find hope in the impossible.
Well, at least I won't die alone. Well, that's just typical.
His memory's coming back and he's looking for the truth. Jason Bourne.
There's a demonstration in front of the Greek Parliament building. I think she'll use it as cover.
They tracked you. We gotta move.
"30 years after the original, we've got a brand new Ghostbusters."
There are people out there that need our help.
Okay, I got it. We need to form a group and build something to fight these damn ghosts.
That's exactly what we already do here.
Oh, we're the Ghostbusters!
Something big is gonna happen.
I think the word we're looking for is apocalypse.
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is all about what happens when something goes viral.
I'm here with Mike and Dave Stengel. They are looking for dates for their sister's wedding in Hawaii.
Let's make these guys take us to Hawaii.
We're looking for nice girls.
We're gonna look respectable as
They're leaving. It's all part of the plan.
Are you okay?
I am now.
It saved your life!
Fittingly, in a US election year, this one's called The Purge Election Year, but with a twist. It's a sci-fi action horror.
I want men in all these rooms. We got eyes and ears on everything.
All right, let's begin.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge. At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.